Welcome to another edition of Rookie Reviews. I am your rookie, James, along with my steady assistant, wife, Emmeline. We're going to use the COLOURLOCK new leather car kit. Now, I've looked at a bunch of different leather care thingies out there, and from what I've watched and read and listened to, this one is pretty comprehensive. It's gotten great reviews, and they take a lot of care into making sure we use the right pH for leather to care for it and protect it and not overstrip it. So I did not know, and in case you didn't know either, leather has a pH of between 4.5 to 5. And sometimes when we use things that are alkaline, it strips out some of those natural oils, and while it looks good in the short term, it's not going to look good in the long term. So the COLOURLOCK product is designed to have a pH level of about 5, which is close to leather. It should gently clean it, and then there's a protection that puts a layer of protection on there, and then next time you clean it, it takes that protection off, and then it adds it again. So you're not putting layer upon layer upon layer to your leather. So you keep it nice and clean, allows it to still be breathable, and all the other things that make leather look good over time. So here is what the product looked like. I got it on Amazon for $40-some, I believe. And I'll put the link down below so you can see where to get it. I also purchased the old Clolourlock leather brush. It's not natural horsehair bristles. They're a little firmer. They're synthetic. I didn't have a brush, so I bought this one. I'm sure you can use whatever brush you have. So we'll unbox this real quick and have a look at it. And what we've got here is a mild leather cleaner. Zooming in. The leather shield, which we put down after we do the cleaning. There's a little cotton applicator. This is for the leather shield. And I assume this is packing, but I know when I did the color videos, they used some kind of a sponge, but I'm going to call this packing. Instruction-wise, do we have instructions? It gently cleans and protects new pigmented top grain and corrected leather grains. Pigmented smooth leather is the most commonly used leather for cars and furniture. If you rub water in it, it will not penetrate the surface. And this set is not recommended for absorbent leather such as aniline, suede, or nubuck. So never apply directly onto the leather. Always test on a hidden area first. Apply some cleaner to the sponge. Clean the leather from seam to seam. Repeat the procedure as necessary. Rinse off the cleaner residue with a clean, moist cloth. We'll use a microfiber for that. And allow to dry away from the sunlight. Allow to dry away from the sunlight and sources of heat. So it really, and then it's got the leather shield, and that prevents surface damage on the leather exposed to high levels of friction, such as car entrance areas or edges or seams in furniture. It inhibits discoloration caused by textiles. I think that means jean coloration and other things. If you don't wash your clothes before you sit in the car, maybe they're going to bleed when you get a sweaty butt. I don't know. It inhibits discoloration caused by textiles. Ooh, deja vu. Always clean first. Use a soft, dry cloth and spread thinly from seam to seam in contact areas and let dry. Repeat every 3 to 6 months. So that's it. That's all you get. If you want to learn more, keep watching the video because I'm going to show you how it works. And if you want to learn more than what I'm going to show you, just search it. There's this cool, the owner is Hans, some German guy, and then there's some English guy. And they both seem pretty knowledgeable. Where did I learn about it first? I learned about it from Pan the Organizer first. And then I was looking at Obsessed Garage and saw a really good interview with the two. So we'll take this out to the garage and get it to use. Okay, so we are going to protect our brand new X7. It's got some very nice leather seats in it. They're still very new. They probably don't even need clean, but I'll never assume that something doesn't need clean. So what we're gonna do, oh, and by the way, this sponge, which I thought was packing material, on the directions says it's also a cleaning sponge, and we use the brush for heavily soiled areas. So I'm going to start with the sponge, and we're going to shake this up. We're going to give it, you know what, I'll start with the brush. Why not? We're going to give this a few squirts. Going to wipe this all over the seat. I'm going to get out my smaller detail brush just to get into these crevices here. Probably do a better job by moving the seat back a little bit. I'm going to get the sides as well. Okay. Then I'm going to take a nice soft microfiber cloth so we don't introduce any scratches. This one I use for interior detailing because it's a little discolored from other uses, but it's been washed and cleaned. But then we just easily wipe the stuff off. And now we have a clean seat, even though it was already pretty clean. So I'm going to continue and clean the rest of this seat. You can hang tight. It's a very nice foam, very dry. Headrest is important because all of those oils from my daughter's greasy hair gets on there. But this is a seat that gets used quite a bit. We'll get in here, make sure we got these, make sure we get some of this down in the okay. And then we will fold this over to the soft side. Make sure that we clean. It's okay to clean the sides here too, and I almost forgot. This is also leather. So let's give this a little bit of a scrub down. Okay. This is the new car cleaner, and it's a mild formula. They make a stronger one for older cars. They recommend that this cleaner be used on any car that's less than 3 years old. And I'm gonna get the back of this on the sides a little bit too. Even if it's not actual real leather, because many cars don't have leather where your body doesn't touch, this cleaner is still safe to use on all of those, just like any other cleaner. It's just a good mild abrasive, and it does its job. So we get it on, and we just wipe it off. While we love our X7, one of the most painful things about it is when you put the seats back, just how slow they are to go back. It's like watching paint dry a little bit. so this seat has been cleaned. We'll make sure this is good and dry and soaked in, and then we'll put the protection on there. Okay, the seat's been cleaned. It's on to the COLOURLOCK leather shield. Highly effective protection against abrasion damage and discoloration on pigmented smooth leather. That just means colored leather. This is important. Shake before use. And it's frost sensitive. So don't use it in the cold, I guess. This really just looks like a paper towel, but it's cotton. So we're going to take this cap off. Well, we're going to unscrew the cap. We are going to move the seat back a little bit. And I'm going to fold this over. We're going to put a thin, this is very liquidy. So just a nice thin layer on the seats to protect it. Making sure that we get down into these seams nicely. And all around the front of the car seat, that is, car seat. And we'll get this. We'll start to get back here. Super simple to apply. I guess where we're really going to see a difference is when we go to my 5 Series, which is a 2016, and I have never cleaned the leather seats in there. So I probably will not be using this mild. I'll be using a strong. In fact, I'm going to try some other products out just to see how it looks. And then I'm sure in the end I'll go to this COLOURLOCK anyway. So this, you can't see it well on video probably, but it puts on a nice little light layer. We'll move the seat forward. Put some on the sides. Again, we wait for this slow seat to go back, and I will call this thing protected. That was pretty easy. Wish I did this sooner. So this seat's good. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seats, 5 seats left. And I'm going to do the trim here, and then we'll be done. I think this is really easy to put on. I like the product so far. It's a new car, so I mean I shouldn't see any dirt in here anyway, right? So again, this is the COLOURLOCK leather shield, and we cleaned it with the COLOURLOCK mild leather cleaner. You want to try the sponge too? And you use that little tool to get down into the crevices. So that did not take much time, less than an hour to clean everything. She's getting the other seats protected as we speak. So, I mean, it's a good product, I guess. I mean, it's a new car, right? So who knows? We will put this stuff to the test when we go to clean my old car, but at least this one we can feel that we've got it nice and protected and ready to keep driving for a long time, but maybe clean it again in 3 or 5 months. Thanks everybody for watching. Please feel free to leave your comments down below and hit the subscribe button.